So this is, I mean, it's so cool. It costs $109,000
Yeah.
if anybody's interested.
It's expensive, but it's comparable to like a Porsche 911.
Right.
You know, so we wanted to have something which was in the price range of a comparable gasoline car that it could, you know, probably beat. You know, so that's key because you know, it's one thing to have a compelling product, but it has to be a compelling product at a compelling price.
Right. You, in the press, obviously, this has gotten a lot of attention, and Elon's taken a lot of flack for various redesigns. You've been portrayed as a micromanager, you know, redesigning the headlights or whatever.
I thought it was a Nanomanager. I've improved several orders of magnitude.
So, why does the car need to be perfect? I mean, why did you need to redesign, you know, the doors, for instance?
Well, first of all, the car is definitely not perfect.
Okay.
In fact, one of the things that troubles me personally is like when I see a product, I can immediately see a readout of all the flaws.
Yeah.
I need to reprogram myself or remind myself to like look at the good things as well. So it's certainly far from perfect, but the acceptance. I mean, fundamentally, if you don't have a compelling product at a compelling price, you don't have a great company. And that was really the gate that the car had to pass through. And so there were things like the door sills, because we used a chassis that was inherited from the Lotus Elise. In retrospect, we should have completely redesigned the car and not used any Elise componentry, because we really. It's sort of like you go into a house and you think you'll just change this or that and it'll be all okay, and then you end up changing everything in the house. It would have been better to just level the house and start and do something new, because our car is 30% heavier. The load points are all different, so we had to really redesign the chassis. And one of the things I said we've got to do is to lower the door sills. And as it is, our door sills are still too high. But imagine if they're 2 inches higher, because that's what they were. It made it almost unusable in my view.
Yeah, I mean, what Elon, I think you were quoted saying something like DeLorean failed because they built a bad car, and, and the car needs to be worth $109,000 to
absolutely,
make it work.
Absolutely, exactly. If you don't, exactly, we did not want to create another DeLorean, and the DeLorean kind of looked kind of cool, but it was really weak on performance.
Yeah.
It was unreliable. And there were lots of little issues with the car, and we just didn't want to be in that situation. And it's not like, I mean, we could have built a worse car and still sold a bunch of them, but if you don't sell enough to make the business look attractive to future investors, you're not going to attract the capital to take it to the next level, or even to sustain where it is.
How many orders have you taken? So
1,200 deposits.
Wow.
So we only take orders when somebody puts down a deposit of at least $5,000.